Big news coming in, an event, a conclave that was being organized by the Hindu Kashmiri community at a global scale has now got a terror threat. Terror outfit, Kashmir Fight, that has been threatening lately not only the Kashmiri Pandits but anyone who wants to come, stay or work in the Kashmir Valley, has now threatened a global conclave that the Kashmiri Pandits had decided to organize in the next few days. The terror outfit has said, and I quote them here, that they're calling all of these conclave members RSS, BJP stooges organizing the event, threatening them, saying such events will not safeguard you. Remember that, and you've seen what we have done earlier too. That's the big news coming in. Remember, many would say that this is just another group, should not be taken lightly, but in the backdrop of at least 12 to 13 people, whether Kashmiri Pandits or anyone who's trying to even work in Kashmir or come and stay for a few days, have been shot dead. And with the recent attack in Rajouri as well, these threats are only escalating. So it's the frustration of the terror groups that's now coming to the fore. But this was a global conclave that was being organized by the global diaspora of the Kashmiri Hindu community, but it's now been targeted by the Kashmir Fight group. It's a new terror outfit that has emerged in the past few years. So the terror outfit, what you can see on your screen, has shared a screenshot of the invitation of the group that is organizing it. This is the Global Kashmiri Pandit Diaspora, an initiative to recognize the genocide and the ethnic cleansing of the community. The Hindu minority was organizing at a global scale in Delhi, and on February 25th, that was to be scheduled in the national capital. So whether they will go ahead with the event or not, I'm now joined by two of the coordinators and organizers of this event. Joining me now is Mr. Utpal Koul. He's the international coordinator of this event, and also joining me is Dr. Surinder Koul. He's the co-founder of Global Kashmir Pandit Diaspora. He lives in the United States of America, and Utpal Koul living here in Delhi. So my question from you first, Mr. Surinder Koul, would you want to go ahead with this event now, or do you think these terror threats are going to push you back?
Absolutely, we will go ahead.
Good to hear that,
firecrackers. These are firecrackers. We are not scared of them. But we are not surprised with their threats. They have been doing it for the last 34 years. They have been responsible for our genocide and ethnic cleansing. They killed our 1,670 members in cold blood of our Kashmiri Hindus and Sikhs. And they killed their own people, their own thousands of people there in Kashmir. What are they trying to do? That are they protectors of the religion? They are the perpetrators who have stained the whole community of Kashmir. We are not against Kashmiri Muslims. We want them to be progressive. We are not against development there. But we will stand firm on what has been done to us, how the whole community has been hounded out because of our genocide and ethnic cleansing. We will not forgive, we will not forget. We are making strides internationally, and you will see that your own people will chase you and beat you, and that day is coming. So be ready.
So you're saying these terrorists are not going to get any support, and that movement is also changing. Dr. Surinder Koul, please stay on with me. Dr. Surinder Koul is one of the main co-founders of that diaspora of the community. Remember, the community that's scattered now. It doesn't have a homeland really to go back to. Dr. Utpal Koul, staying in the national capital, Delhi. Mr. Koul, here, what exactly has the Kashmir Fight said? What was the event that was going to be? It was going to be a conclave. Why has the threat come? What is the intention, do you think, here?
Global Kashmiri Pandit Diaspora and Jammu Kashmir Vichar Manch has organized this conclave in New Delhi, and I may tell you that whole community globally is excited, and we are going to organize it very successfully. People are very much enrolling as delegates from all over the world, and we are very lucky that His Holiness Sadhguruji will address us online from Coimbatore to this conclave. And there are great influencers, great scholars from great personalities who are going to address this conclave. We will be discussing in this conclave what happened to community 33 years back, and we will be discussing what is the way forward for Kashmiri Hindus. and we are not threatened by these cowards. And these cowards have destroyed Kashmir for last 33 years. And they have killed Kashmiri Hindus. And now is the time that the majority community,
Yes.
Kashmiri Muslims, must rise and say that these are the terrorists, these are Pakistani-sponsored jihadi terrorists who have killed Kashmiri Muslims, they have killed Hindus, they have killed all innocent people, and these jokers, we are not going to take them seriously.
So that's good to hear. You know, that's what the terrorists would have expected. They would have expected that you may just back down, and with the fear, that's very understandable fear also, but you've decided to go ahead with it. Dr. Surinder Koul, what do you think is the reason that these threats are emerging suddenly with this Kashmir fight? It's not Lashkar-e-Toiba, it's not Hizbul Mujahideen, it's a Kashmir fight, a new outfit, but clearly has some very threatening messages to send out. What do you think is happening? What is their intention? How should the community go ahead? And my other question also would be, do you think there needs to be security at that event at February 25 when this conclave takes place?
Yes, Pooja. First of all, a little bit of correction. It is not the Kashmir fighters. It is the conglomerate of the whole terrorist infrastructure by different names. It might be a different name, but they are in collaboration. And basically, they are trying, because they know that these are peaceful people. They are the people who are progressive. They are helping mankind. They will terrorize us. We are not the same community as 33 years ago. You caught us, and you tortured us. But now the time has come that we are opening up. Wherever we are, 400,000 speakers are there. It's not a small number. And it is going to create a huge global awareness. And not only for us, for similar victims who are facing global terrorism. These terrorists should know that you are pushing people into the Stone Age. What did you do to Pakistan? What did you do to Afghanistan? What are you doing in Syria? People are realizing and understanding that you are not protectors, you are perpetrators of torture and crime. So that everybody, and we are not going to get scared of them. We are not those who were 33 years old that you will scare them and do whatever torture you want to do.
Absolutely.
No, go ahead. We will see you.
Dr. Surinder Koul, stay on with me, because I do have a question to Mr. Utpal Koul as well. You know, when these threats come in, it's bound, the intention is to spread fear, and it has happened in the past as well. But at this point, do you think it's also the terror groups realizing that the narrative that they had managed to get so much support, that they were being, these terrorists were being branded as revolutionaries, as if they are doing some great work, that has changed, that people who had suffered have started to speak up more vocally in the past few years, and that is what has frustrated them too?
Yes, people of Kashmir have realized what terrorism has done to them for the last 32 years. So now the Kashmir needs peace. Kashmir needs peace and prosperity. Majority community understands what terrorism has done for all these years. And Pakistan is constantly trying, and now they have some local, what they call is hybrid terrorists.
Yes.
But I say that government of India should take it seriously, and I am sure in this conclave, government of India, the Delhi Police Commissioner will give high security, keep it that everybody is safe. But at the same time, these terrorists in Kashmir are totally exposed. They are
and it has to be a collective measure to come together. It is your courage as well, but also it will be advisable if there can be security to ensure at that point, and perhaps support by people across the country will prove that terrorists don't stand a chance. But I want our viewers to look closely on your screen. The two men you're looking at right now were young men when they had to leave everything and flee from the Kashmir Valley. They have all these years managed to rebuild themselves, their family, and with the diaspora together now are ensuring that their voices are heard and will not be scuffled. These are the men that India is very proud of. Dr. Surinder Koul and Utpal Koul, thank you so much for your views right now. I want to now bring in Sunilji Bhatt for the latest on that. Sunilji, what exactly is happening? In the past few months, you've been reporting Kashmir Fight and other outfits who have been bringing out stories and bringing out these threats to any sort of what they call fascism. They call all of them are RS, BJP stooges. They are trying to change the demography of Kashmir and are trying to bring in a Hindutva mission. What is this terror outfit? What are they saying this time?
Well, Pooja, we need to understand this entire issue in a perspective. You know, after the abrogation of Article 370 and 35A, there was a major crackdown on terrorist organizations in the Kashmir Valley. The funding of the separatist organization was choked, and most of the, hardline separatists were put behind bars. Now, Pakistan and terrorists have come up with a new strategy, of, targeted killings, which was witnessed in early 90s. So selective killings are taking place, and we have seen that in the last couple of years, targeted killings have taken place. This is now an era of hybrid terrorism. So the terrorists are trying to register their presence, and they want to send out a message that all is not well in the Kashmir Valley. But, Pooja, strangely, this particular event is going to take place in the national capital,
Yes.
and the terrorist organization has issued threat to them. Because so far they have been issuing threats to the Kashmiri Pandit government employees and other minority, government employees who are serving in the valley. But now they are issuing a threat to an event which is being held in New Delhi.
And
where,
in fact, they've
many
not threatened just the Hindu groups or the Hindu communities. They've even targeted and attacked the Muslims who have risen against terrorism. This, remember, is a conclave by a community that did not resort to arms. They're only organizing diaspora dialogues, and even that these terrorists do not want to take place. But they say they will go ahead, perhaps with a little security around would be advisable. Sunil Ji Bhatt, Dr. Surinder Koul and Utpal Koul for the latest on that. Thank you very much.